There's nothing more satisfying than finishing up a brow pencil. Well, when you buy makeup all the time and never finish up anything else, this is satisfying. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I filmed a look that I wore for my husband's surprise 30th birthday party that was like last week. But I got a lot of questions about it on my Instagram and I wanted to film it for you guys more in depth because I did a live on it on my Instagram, so wanted to do it here too. So I used a palette that I bought during the Sephora sale and it is pricey, it's $75. But I'm telling you, even not on sale, I would buy it. And that is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette. It's gorgeous. Yes, you can see all your fingerprints because it's like the metallic packaging, but the packaging is so gorgeous and the eyeshadow quality is amazing. So I'm so happy that I bought this. Ooh, those fingerprints. And that's what I use today. Mostly, it's pretty much the star of the show. But I did also use the Anastasia Soft Glam, which is another one of my holy grail palettes. I am very pregnant these days, 33 weeks almost. My due date is August 23rd. I'm counting down the days for a baby girl to get here, and this look kind of makes me feel like I might wear it to my baby shower. It's kind of pink, pretty girly, very pretty in my opinion, and a lot of you guys loved it. So I think that is it. If you are new here to my channel, thank you so much for being here. And if you enjoy my videos, you enjoy me, you enjoy my makeup, then please subscribe and come follow me over on Instagram at Brianna Lynch. We have a lot of fun there. I'm a lot more present there, just on my stories, and we just have a good time. And speaking of Instagram, this middle part is something you guys talked me into over there. So I was showing you how I straighten my hair and was doing the top section. I was like, oh my gosh, you totally need to do the middle part. So I'm feeling this. A little bit of volume. You guys told me I should like push it up a little bit. So I used some Kristen S dry texture spray, and here we are with a middle part. So 70s, right? That's 70s. Bell bottoms, right? Shag carpet, 70s. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you want to see how I got this makeup look using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, then just keep watching. Now if you follow me on Instagram, you probably heard me talk about Robert Welsh before. I just discovered him after watching his reacts to Jaclyn Hill doing her makeup, which was actually so pleasant because a lot of people want to get on, you know, social media and roast other people. He is giving his professional opinion as a makeup artist. He's funny. I just like his whole vibe. But he always talks about how concealer for eyelid primer, which is what I normally use, is like kind of not meant to break down, but it's going to break down, especially if you have oily eyelids. It's not really meant to serve the purpose of keeping your eyeshadow on and super pigmented and you know, nice and flawless throughout the day. But eyeshadow primer is. Bought this ABH eye primer and I've used it several times and I am now obsessed. Like, it's hard to wear your eyeshadow without it, especially because it's so light, which of course if you're a deeper skin tone you might not care for that, but I love it. So it just looks so pretty as like a brow bone kind of highlight because I don't ever usually highlight my eyebrows, so it's a big difference. And I just apply it with my finger, but this has helped so much. And I've actually talked to some people on Instagram who bought it because I was talking about it, who do have super oily eyelids. I do not, and their eyeshadow has stayed so much better throughout the day. So Robert, thank you for the tip. I also love the P. Louise base. That one's also amazing. Okay, and there's no need to set it, so now I'm going to jump right into the beautiful palette. And again, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, and I'm going to start in this little trio right here with the matte light pink shade, and I'm going to be using a Morphe M511. And I'm just going to blend that in as a transition. Not really being too precise, just kind of laying that down on my lid. Next, I'm going to go in with this shade here. It's a little bit more, not neutral, but it's just a nice light brown. And just kind of work that right over. I'm using the same Morphe M511. Next, I'm going to jump down to this shade here. I love the packaging on this, but of course, because it's shiny, you can see all your handprints, so it doesn't look very nice on camera, but it doesn't bother me. And now I'm just kind of focusing that more on my outer third of my eye. So I'm kind of pressing it down and then blending it out. That way the color is deposited mostly on the outside here. Same thing for this eye, press it down, then blend it out. This is a great trick for beginners. So you're not, you know, ending up with eyeshadow up underneath your eyebrow on accident. Okay, and then just making sure that's nice and blended. Now I'm gonna switch to a slightly smaller brush. This one's also from Morphe. It's an M433. And I'm going to take these two shades here, the two dark browns, and mix this together. The darkest one kind of has a little bit of purple to it, so this is when the pink starts to really come back in, before I, of course, add pink. So with the Morphe M433, I'm really going to press that directly onto the outer corner and then start to blend it out. So I call this my pat and blend technique. So I press it down, blend out, and then you can see the color. I'm slightly working it over, but I don't want it to be too close to the center of my eye or toward the inner third of my eye. I want it to focus on the outside. Now this may look different for you if your eyelids are not completely flat like mine, but this is a technique that you can use no matter the eye shape you have that really works and gives you control over where you're placing the color. So I pat the color down and then now I'm lightly blending it out. A little bit further up and a little bit further in. That's it. Now another tip, even with a big fluffy brush in a transition shade, whenever I'm working in any of my palettes, I never press my brush directly straight up and down into the palette, because then the color is going to be deposited on the top of the brush. So that you know where the color is actually going to go when you're doing your makeup, whether you're a beginner or not. It's always good to put your eyeshadow brush in on the side. That way the color is only right where you want it. So that's where I pressed it down and blended it out. There's nothing on this side, there's nothing on the top. It's just like foolproof. And a great way to help you work your way into eyeshadow. I still always do that, and I've been doing makeup for years now, but it is just super, super helpful if you put your brush just in the palette on its side. Next, we're gonna get crazy and take the matte kind of raspberry pink shade right here and just do the same thing. I'm gonna take the same brush, wipe off some of that dark brown, and press my brush in from the side, like so. Tap off any excess. And then I'm gonna take that color and I'm gonna go a little bit above the dark browns, just a little bit, and a little bit further in too, so that it's just starting to bring out a little bit of pink without being too much. Same thing on this eye. I'm gonna press it down just a little bit higher. And I'm not using a very heavy hand either. I'm barely pressing my skin. So some people can like really work in the brush. Like you just kind of barely want to touch the brush to your skin. Don't like press it hard. So that's what I'm doing. Just barely working it onto my lid. Okay, and I'm gonna go back into that one dark brown shade there. Again, side of my brush, pat it down, blend it out. Really easy on the other side as well. And really focusing that on my mobile lid, which is the part that moves. And just deepening that up. And then I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe M511. I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade here in the light brown that we used as our second shade, tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna blend right over the top. So it's a little bit of warmth, and I'm using that on both eyes because I don't want to lose the pink, but I do want a little bit of brightness. Little bit, but I do want a little bit of brightness. And now I'm gonna let that sit for a second, and I am gonna jump over to another palette because there is a beautiful, like, light kind of champagne shade in here. But because my eyelids are so hooded, I love the like lighter lid. And my favorite shade to do that with is Tempera from the Anastasia palette. So this is the Soft Glam, but it's in the Modern Renaissance. It's probably in some others too, but it's just this light matte kind of bone shade. And I take that on my finger and just apply that onto my lid and slightly blend it over into the dark brownish purple from the Charlotte palette. And then now I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and use that same eyeshadow just to kind of get up in this area here to slightly highlight, but to mostly clean up the division between the eye primer and my concealer. Just kind of clean that up. And then I'm going to take another eyeshadow that's also not from this palette, just because it's my favorite inner corner highlight, and this is MAC Nylon. It is super, super bright, and I just take it on the pencil brush and press it right into my inner corner. So it builds up very quickly. Now, if you're an eyeliner wearer, this would be where you would put on your winged eyeliner, your whatever kind of eyeliner, but I like to use eyeshadow. So I'm going to go back into the Soft Glam palette and take the Noir and Cypress Umber on a Morphe M432. It's just a little flat definer brush, like this, just a little flat. And I'm going to mix those two shades and just kind of press right along my lash line and create like a faux smoked out, slightly winged eyeliner. I don't really drag it out too much, but I love the way it slightly elongates my eyes. And it's easy because, of course, it's just powder. But I don't know, I used to wear wing liner all the time, even with no false eyelashes. Like looking back old pictures, I'm like, ooh, girl. But now, I just feel like it ages me so much. I'm only 25, but I feel like it just does something to my face. So I like to use eyeshadow, and I pretty much do this every day, no matter what kind of look I have on. I'll take a dark brown and a black, or just a dark brown, or even like a purplish brown, and do this on my eyelid. And then I take the brush and whatever product is left on it, and I will run it underneath my lower lash line and kind of stamp it on like this. Not halfway, a little bit more than halfway, but not all the way across, just to kind of open up my eyes. And then I'll add in white eyeliner, pink eyeliner, purple eyeliner, whatever I want to do in the waterline. Okay, so that is the eyeliner situation. I'm gonna go back into the eyeshadow palette and take the very first shade we used, the pretty pink shade, and the same Morphe M511. I just kind of brushed it off. And now I'm just gonna go back under my lid, or back over my lid, just up underneath my eyebrows, and kind of blend that in one more time. And then I'm gonna go back in with the little brush, the M432, and take that dark brown shade and hit my outer V just one more time, right above that faux eyeliner, or your actual eyeliner if that's what you're wearing. I'm gonna take a little bit of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige and just clean up under my eyebrow. So I normally don't have to do this because I do the eye primer first and then my eyebrows, but because I did it backwards, after I went on and on about how much I love the instant brow highlight, now I know why I loved it so much. So I'm gonna take that first light brown shade and just blend that back in. Okay, I'm setting my eyebrows with Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. So before I apply my mascara, I'm gonna take this Marc Jacobs Big Eyes eyeliner. It is the most beautiful, brightest, whitest white eyeliner that I've been able to find. I'm gonna apply that in my waterline. It is so gorgeous. I saw Emma Willis use this and it looked amazing on her, and now I'm hooked. I bought it during the Sephora sale, and I went ahead and bought it back up after I used it the first time because it was just that good. So I'm gonna curl my eyelashes, put on a quick coat of mascara, and then I'm gonna pop on some false lashes. These are the House of Lashes Allure Lights. I am thoroughly obsessed with them. I wanna wear them every single day. These or the Ardell Double Wispies have been my go-to, and I can't get enough of them because they're not too long and crazy, but they're still, ooh, so pretty. So I'm gonna take the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara on my lower lashes. It doesn't run or transfer, and it's a really skinny little brush. Now to finish off my face, because I have not actually done that yet. I do have on cream contour, but I haven't done anything else other than foundation and concealer. So I'm gonna take this. This is my new face obsession. I said the eye primer is my new eye obsession. This is my new one for the face. This is the Touche Eclat 3D All Over Glow by YSL. Beautiful packaging. It gives you this beautiful glow. So funny because I saw this powder for Mel and the eyeshadow palette, and I'm obsessed with them both. So love, love, love her recommendations. And this is an EcoTools full powder brush, so I'm just using it to kind of set literally all over my face. No glitter, just radiance. It's beautiful. And then I'm gonna take a Morphe JH02 brush, and the oldie but a goodie Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. And I'm just gonna apply that to my forehead. Now for my blush, another thing that I've been obsessed with, this is the Natasha Denona Mini Bloom Blush, and it is so pretty. It looks insane in the pan, and it does look pretty insane on your face, but I'm a blush lover, so I feel like I need all the blush you can give me. So I love, love, love this. So this is Morphe E4 Angled Brush. I just kind of put that on the apples of my cheeks and blend it up into that bronzer a little bit. It looks very pretty with the eyes. Same thing on this side. I like to do this on the tip of my nose. People comment on my videos all the time saying they hate blush on the tip of my nose, but that's the awesome thing about makeup, is that just because I do something doesn't mean that you have to do it. It's totally up to you, but I love the way that it looks. And then I'm gonna go back onto my nose because I forgot to contour my nose. I'm gonna take the base shadow brush from Physicians Formula and run that down the sides of my nose, like so, just to kind of cinch in my face. I'm not being too crazy with it. Now to highlight, I have this new one from Clinique, which I've never really used much of their makeup at all, but this is the Powder Pop Flower Highlight, and it's like a really beautiful kind of pink shade. And I've been loving my Maybelline Master Chrome in Rose Gold, which, you know, is nothing new, but I've been reaching that for a lot lately. This is an Anastasia 823 brush. So it's also kind of pinkish. This is so pretty. It's like really subtle. So beautiful, kind of glow from within. I'm just applying that kind of on top of the bronzer and blush, but not so much into this area, just because that's typically an area where a lot of people have more pores and texture, and the highlight accentuates that and draws more attention to it. So I'm gonna focus mine down lower onto my cheek and a little bit onto like the apples of my cheeks, although mine aren't too defined. It looks beautiful when they are, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So very pretty and subtle. Also take that a little bit on the tip of my nose. And now I could kind of take a little sponge and clean up underneath my bronzer and contour, but I'm gonna just take the brush that I use to wipe off my under eye baggage and clean it up. It's already 5 in the evening, oops. So I'm not actually going anywhere. I just wanted to film this look for you guys. So I'm not gonna set my face with an actual setting spray, but I did just buy this one. This one is the L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist. Saw this in a favorites video of someone, so I bought it and wanted to try it, and I haven't used it yet, so. Oh, that's so fine, okay. Smells good. Okay. Very fine. It's almost as fine as the Fenty Beauty one, which almost feels like nothing is hitting your face. I love that it smells. Okay, so that's that. And now for lips, I'm going to take Morphe Sweetheart lip liner, which needs a little sharpen. Always wipe off the excess chapstick on my lips. I'm just gonna line my lips with this. It's a really pretty kind of neutral to cool tone lip liner from Morphe, and of course it's like $4, so you can't beat that. Interesting. Okay, so just some comparison swatches, because I was like, wait, maybe this is similar. So on top is Morphe Sweetheart. Then we have Charlotte Tilbury Iconic Nude in the middle, and then Kim KW #1 Nude Lip Liner. So they're pretty similar. Which the Morphe one's just a little bit warmer. So if you want a little bit less pink compared to Iconic Nude and KKW Nude 1, then this would be a good match for you. And then now I'm gonna take the Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick. This is one of my all-time favorites. As you can see, I've actually almost used it up. I have a backup already, but I'm still waiting to use it. And it is so stunning, just a beautiful pink. It's nice and creamy. It's gorgeous. These are definitely worth the money, in my opinion, especially for this color. If you like a good pink nude, gotta have it. Right, I'm gonna take a lip liner, just go back over it a little bit. to make sure I don't have anything on my teeth. You just take your finger, pull it through, and anything that would go on your teeth is now on your finger. But that is the end of this makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Very pretty, pinky, girly vibes. All of the products that I use, even not on camera, will be listed down below in the description box, and my shades and everything. So thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye.